here at the outskirts of the capital city of the Philippines, Manila, about 40 kilometers, about 25 miles, in a special export processing zone. It's a special economic zone where they have concentrated manufacturing facilities here, and we're visiting this company called Automated Technologies Philippines Inc., or ATEC for short. And here to give us an overview of their company and a tour of their facilities, brand new facilities, actually very new facilities, is Domingo Bonifacio, their general manager. So Domingo, welcome to this videocast and thank you for bringing me over here.
First of all, I would like to thank you, Virgin, for visiting our facility. It's an honor for us to have you here, and we would like to show you our factory. So you'll see a high technology manufacturing operations here in the Philippines.
Likewise. Yeah. You know, I used to work in a teleport in Singapore many years ago, and I really love facilities. And I've done a lot of these facility tours, so we're very eager to see your facilities. But first of all, Domingo, can you give us an overview of what your company does?
Yeah, Automated Technology Philippines Inc. Was actually a privately owned company, and was founded in 1996 as an outsourced semiconductor assembly and test company. We're actually, as mentioned, situated south of Manila, about 40 kilometers, about 30 minutes drive from the airport.
Right.
We're an ISO 9000 certified company, and we have about 300,000 square foot floor space of production and office space, with class 1,000, 10,000, and 100,000 and ESD controlled facility.
Right. Now talk about this special economic zone for those who are not familiar. How does this work, and what benefits does that offer your company and your clients?
Actually, it is the most attractive attraction for the Philippines for manufacturing. We simplified the importation-exportation process that we have here. So, you know, when we receive materials and equipment in our facility, it's all duty-free, and it's very simplified. When you ship products or materials, equipment to our factory, it goes directly to our factory. Same thing when we ship products. It goes directly to the airport. There's no holding period, so very simplified process.
Right. Now you have an interesting background yourself, Domingo. You immigrated to the U.S. You worked in Silicon Valley as an engineer, and you were quite successful. And you came back to the Philippines. The US.
Yeah, I immigrated to the U.S. in 1976 after graduating electronics and communication engineer, and worked in Silicon Valley for 20 years. Started with some big microwave companies, mostly military type of companies that I worked in Silicon Valley.
Right.
And in 1996, I decided to come back to the Philippines and started a company called Pacific Microwave Corporation.
Right.
And I brought 7 engineers from Silicon Valley with me to set up this company.
Right.
And we, at that time in 1996, we offered contract manufacturing services, specialized in RF, microwave, and millimeter wave manufacturing.
Right.
We are the first company actually in the Philippines that had this capability, and we were given a pioneer status by the Philippine government, and extended tax holidays.
Right.
So, and then in 2001, a big US company called Remec Inc. Acquired my company,
Right.
and we became a dedicated manufacturing facility for them.
Right.
And they brought in a lot of capabilities in the Philippines, and you know, we have this capability now for more than 20 years.
Right.
And building highly technology products, you know, anything from DC to 90 gigahertz, we can actually manufacture here in the Philippines.
Very interesting background you got. You bring in a lot of expertise and experience in this field. So specifically, tell us what the capabilities that you have over here in your facility.
Well, ATEC, with this Automated Technology Philippines, actually we have 2 divisions. We have the semiconductor division, and we have the connectivity division.
Right.
So under connectivity division, as mentioned, we specialize in RF, microwave, and millimeter wave manufacturing. You know, we manufacture anything from any DC to 90 gigahertz type of products, SATCOM products, telecom products, wireless broadband products, IoT, any special complex type of PCBs.
Right.
We do a lot of test boards for semiconductor companies and eval boards.
Right.
So I mean, we have a very broad capability, and
you provide it from the beginning to the end, right?
yes,
You can
we're actually a one-stop shop, vertically integrated manufacturing facility.
Right.
And one thing that we can really emphasize is our quality.
Okay.
You know, the products that we have manufactured in our facility actually are installed outside. I mean, they're actually exposed to all kinds of extreme weather. So,
Right.
you know, you have to have a good quality system,
Right.
and make sure that the quality products that we sell to our customers
Right.
are in good quality.
So like you said, you have ISO 9000 certification, right? So you have very stringent quality control.
Yes, we actually use mil-spec guidelines and IPC
Right.
610 guidelines for
Right.
manufacturing our products.
Right.
So, you know, to differentiate us with the other EMS companies, you know, it's the quality. Because this type of products require quality,
Right.
you know, high quality requirements.
Now, for manufacturers or those owners of the original equipment, they have many choices. There are many other countries, right, where they can do this. You mentioned one of the differentiators, but what differentiates you, or what advantage do they have if they come over here to the Philippines and work with you?
Well, we offer a very excellent cost and competitive manufacturing. You know, as the Philippines is still very competitive if you compare it with the other countries.
Right.
Like China, the China labor cost now is going up. All the other countries, neighboring countries, are starting to go up. All the neighbors in the Philippines been very stable. The labor rates here.
Right.
And the Filipinos speak English.
Right.
So it's easy to do business in the Philippines.
Right.
You don't have to translate any documents.
Right.
You know, we can use customer documents to produce their products. So
Right.
there's no,
Language barrier.
language.
I think one of the concerns also of the original manufacturers or the rights owners are security. Intellectual property. That's a very serious
Yeah,
concern.
that's something that we really very sensitive. You know, we protect our customers' IP. Right away when we first discussing any opportunities, that's the first thing that we do with our customer. We sign an NDA,
Right.
and we provide documents to our people that we know customers' name. We
Right.
use a customer code, so
Right.
they won't see any
Right.
name of customers in our floor. So that's how we protect our
Right.
IP of our customers, and we don't do any design.
Right.
We only provide contract manufacturing services and build to print from
Specs,
building modules,
of course, yeah. According to
modules,
specifications.
according to specifications.
Right.
We provide DFM.
So they have control of
Yes.
their intellectual property.
They have control of their intellectual property.
Right. You just manufacture it
just
for them.
manufacture it for
And
them,
ship it for
and
them.
then we control their documents to make sure the documents are
Right.
we're using the right documents to produce their products.
Very interesting. So let's go see the factory. What are we
Yeah.
going to see in this tour?
Well, you're gonna see, as I said, we have 10,000 square meter or 100,000 square foot production floor in this building. You're gonna see a complete highly integrated manufacturing operations from building small modules
Right.
to sub-assemblies to system level.
Right.
So one thing that we also provide our customer is we can ship their products
Right.
to their end customers.
Right.
When we build a product for a customer,
So you
they
can
don't-
ship it.
Yeah, they don't
They have to go back to their
they don't have to go back to their
headquarters.
facility.
So if they have a customer in Asia, it'll be a lot easier, right?
Yes, we can ship it anywhere in the world. So that means we can do the whole thing for our customers.
Right.
We can do a complete testing,
Right.
burning,
Right.
making sure that we meet all the specifications,
Right.
and then we ship it to their end customers. Yeah.
And I understand you have a big land here too, so you have room for expansion.
Yeah, we're actually situated or sitting in a 4.3 hectares property right now.
Right.
And our plan is to expand next year. We're looking at groundbreaking to build another 10 to 12,000 square meter facility
Right.
starting before the end of the year.
Right.
As part of our expansion program for the
Right.
next few years.
Right.
So we see a big opportunity in Satcom, in telecommunication, of course 5G. It's a big thing, and we are preparing. And when you go to the line, you're going to see some of the equipment that we already preparing for 5G massive MIMO products to be built here in this facility.
Well, great. Let's go see it.
Okay.
So we're here with Aldi Arambulo and Pete Santo Domingo to give us the tour. So Aldi, what are we looking at?
Yeah,
here?
welcome to our module and top level assembly. This is mainly keyed in for our top level. So we have here the BUC or the backup converter product, and also at the other side would be our watt meter production line. So you will see here all the testing that we are doing for the modules and for the top level assembly.
So this is where it all begins, right? This is where you receive the raw materials.
That is correct. So this is where everything starts. All the parts that we bought or even consigned by our customer is started here. Everything is being inspected. At the same time, this is where our traceability begins. Okay. In every part that we receive, we put a material identification or MID,
Right.
wherein we would identify when we buy it, how many we bought, how many lots are there,
Right.
and then to whom we bought it. That's the traceability that we are looking at. And then this traceability would be traceable to the unit that we produce.
Right.
So it would be serial number or serialized, and then this serial number would identify all the parts that we have put in based on this material ID.
Right.
So after incoming, all the parts that had been passed at our QA, incoming QA, would be put into our warehouse. So our warehouse is configured in a way that is located in a per category in electronics, electromechanicals, and even the mechanical parts in this storage. And everything is being controlled and monitored and entered to our ERP system. And then these parts, when issued to production, being utilizing another software as a patch software for our warehousing, which is what we call the kitting up, which is being issued to the production, wherein again, the parts that we issued is traceable to where the parts will be used in the production.
All right, so this BUC product starts with our assembly process. Actually, before it even gets to our top level assembly, we manufacture the boards starting with our SMT and our PCBA processes. All the 5 modules that are integrated into this product are assembled here in ATEC. What we are looking at here is the assembly station where we do the integration of the BUC product. So this is the PA test station, and again, our technicians do the manual testing and tuning of this product. Typical parameters measured are the RF parameters for gain, power, return loss. So all of these are tested on this station prior to integration to the final assembly. One of the products that ATEC manufactures is a remote radio head. We're standing right now in front of one of the test stations. It's called the power amplifier test station, and this is where we test basically the amplifier unit. And it's an automated test, and our skilled technicians again man these stations to make sure that 100% of the power amplifiers go through the final testing and verification. We're here now at the final testing of the BUC product, as is typical in SATCOM products. This BUC requires over temperature testing. So as you can see, our technician just loaded the product into the oven, and he will begin the testing of the BUC. So this requires room temperature tests, cold temperature tests, and hot temperature tests.
To assure the quality of the products that we produce, at every end of the line, we have our QA that is doing the inspection. As mentioned by Mr. Bonifacio, it is in accordance to IPC 610 Class 2. All our inspectors are qualified and trained to inspect following the IPC 610 standards.
So currently we're inside the aging room of the remote radio head product. So 100% of these radios have to go through an aging period, or what we call a burn-in period, to make sure the products are stabilized before they get shipped out to the customer. So these radios are actually turned on, they're transmitting into these terminations in here. It could get pretty hot in this room, which is why we also call it an aging room.
So, Aldi, what are we looking at here?
Oh, this is our additional 2 SMT lines that are really earmarked for the 5G products and RF energy products.
Oh,
So we are already set up for this manufacturing here in our facility.
right. Okay, let's look at it.
Okay, yeah, this station is actually for jet printing of solar paste application. This is mainly for low volume, high mix type of products that we can do. It dispense a lot of requirement in terms of solar paste application and in a small amount or big amount, and also for qualification of the products, mainly to dispense the right volume, especially if the product is under prototyping, NPI, or even for the product validation process. Another capability that we have is mainly doing ICT. This is actually a flying probe ICT that can check some impedance, capacitance, resistance of the circuit. So this is a brand new equipment that we have bought just recently.
So after all that manufacturing process that we undergo, is this where all the finished products come?
Yes, exactly. After the production and manufacture, all the requirements to produce a product, it would be endorsed here in our QA or final QA. Final QA will do all the inspection if it is in accordance to the specs or the workmanship standards that the customer requires us to do. And at the same time, if there is a testing requirement for that product, they have a computer that would access the result of that test of that unit.
In real time?
In real time or per unit that they have inspected. At the same time, after the unit had been inspected and passed based on the customer requirements, they will be the one to put it in a box, or basically the final packing would be done by our QA. So we can say our QA would be the last touch for the product for all those units that we are shipping to our customer.
Well, that was a great tour. Thank you very much, Pete, Aldi, Dingo.
Thank you, Virgil, for spending time with us. And we would like to extend our invitation to all the viewers and to all of you out there to visit our factory. And we're ready to serve you. Automated Technology Philippines Incorporated.
Your strategic partner now and in the future.